changed the slightly scruffy steering wheel that came with my car and put on a rather new and lovely and shiny Moto-lita. This one, it doesn't even fit the boss, this one. The holes don't line up properly, the screws are, quite a lot of them are loose, see there's one's missing, and also it's a bit small for the narrow lanes of Guernsey, so I've decided to go, this is a 13 inch, so I'm going up to a 14. So I'll give it a try, see how it fits, see if I can fit in the car once I've done it. So first job, get the old wheel off, which apparently in itself can be quite a challenge. Right, disconnect to the battery because that's the horn push there. When you put a socket on here, you can touch that, the horn will go off, and you'll probably give yourself a little bit of a fizz off the battery as well. Don't ask me how I know. So first job, take the screws out. Actually no, I won't, because I might need the leverage of the steering wheel to pull it off, so I'm going to take the nut off first. It's 1 1/16 of an inch, which I don't have a socket for. What I do have is a 27mm, which is the nearest metric equivalent. Well, that was easy. So I was going to give him some grief. It's supposed to have a tab washer on that. I'll get one refitting the wheel. Now, the recommendation, in order to avoid smacking yourself in the teeth, is to put the nut rather, back on a couple of turns. There we go. Easy peasy. People have had to use wooden hammers, rubber mallets, all kinds of stuff to try and get those off. But that's gone pretty well actually. Take the horn push out. Okay. It's a wee bit greasy. Keep it in an old cigar box. This is the kit as it becomes delivered from Holden. You've got the boss there, bossing. You've got a fixing kit there. And then we've got the wheel itself in all its glory. Here's the wheel all put together. I've got to say, I can't stop touching it. Shiny. Leather. Oh, matron. Quite pervy really. It is a thing of considerable beauty. Not cheap, but lovely quality. Now I know this is incredibly stupid, but when I first got this, I was like, well, how's that going to fit over there? Of course, that needs to come off, doesn't it, so you can fit it on there. And I couldn't see any visible way of taking it off, and I was really worried about damaging it. Actually, it's pretty straightforward. Just get your fingernails underneath it, give it a little bit of a pull, and it comes off. It's got a wee little spring-loaded piece there that attaches it. Label top, so I'm guessing that goes at the top. And we go. Okay. Right, horn push. Goes through the hole. Hopefully, make contact. Find out in a minute, won't we? Now, the observant amongst you will have noticed that my horn doesn't work. I've got it working now, and I'll show you what the problem was. So, this is the old wheel here, and if you take off the centre cap, and you've got the horn push doobly thingy, which is that thing there, that goes through a hole in the thingy-doodlies there, and there's a contactor on the back which contacts that when you push the horn. Observez-la. Okay? Now, I truly could not see any way that the new steering wheel would work with that arrangement, because when you push the centre button, it doesn't. There is no contactor on the back of the boss. So, thinking that I was doing something really stupid, I contacted Holden, asked them for their opinion. They didn't really know. Lots of emails, backwards and forwards. And when I looked more closely at the boss, assuming that I was doing something incredibly stupid, it became apparent there was no way it was ever going to work, and there must be a piece missing. So I told Holden this, explained that I thought there was a piece missing, and they ended up sending me direct to Moto-lita. So I spoke to Moto-lita, and they identified the piece that's missing. Here's the part number. And now we'll go and show you how that fits on the car. Okay, so if I just lever the boss off here, and what they'd send you is a new bit that goes actually through the back rather than through the front, which has a wire connected onto it, which then connects onto the centre boss, and when you press, that will sound the horn. There we go. I have the horn. So, full marks to Moto-lita for knowing instantly what the problem was, giving me the part number, telling me how to fit it, and sending it out to Sweet. Nil point for Holden for not knowing the products that you sell, not selling the right parts. It's not even listed on their website, that little pin. And Moto-lita were quite surprised actually that the pin wasn't supplied with the steering wheel. And Holden really should have known that for this vehicle, which this wheel is specifically listed for, it should have come with that part. That's it. Working, shiny, beautiful steering wheel.